Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create an Azure Advisor alert so that you can stay on top of your resources in Azure. Azure Advisor is a free service that helps you save costs in Azure. It will help you by providing advice on optimizing your costs, reliability, security, and operational performance. So let's go ahead and see how this is done. I've logged into portal.azure.com. Once you're logged in the search bar, type the word advisor and you will see Azure Advisor coming up under services. Click on advisor. Now in here under recommendations, you will see cost, security, reliability, operational excellence, and performance. So these are the 5 areas where Azure Advisor will advise you to take actions. Now in here, if I go to Advisor Score, it'll give your Azure environment a score, but unfortunately this is a test environment, so you're not going to see much data in here. That's why it says no data. Now if I click on the overview button, you're going to see the scope of this Azure Advisor advices. So under subscription, it's going to pick up a subscription. If you've got multiple subscriptions, it will provide you advisors on multiple subscriptions within your environment. Now, if I click on one of the recommendations, I'm going to go with reliability because under cost and security, I do not have anything to show you. As I mentioned earlier, it is a test environment, but luckily I've got some information in reliability. So if I click on that, you will see it's going to give you a bunch of suggestions or advices on how you can optimize your workloads. Now, the impact's divided into 3 categories. You have high, medium, and low. And one of the high ones in this case is this one that you can see here, migrate workload to D-Series or better virtual machine. So if I click on that, it's going to tell me what virtual machine will be impacted and what to do. So unless you remember to come in and check Azure Advisor from time to time, which most people are going to forget given how busy they are, it is important that you set up alerts, and that's where this tutorial is going to help you. So if I click on alerts, it's a feature that's in preview at the moment, but you can still use it. Click on alerts and go to new advisor alert. Now it's going to select a subscription for you. I have only one, as I mentioned earlier, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. Now if you want to filter down to a specific resource group, it'll help you to do that in here as well, but I just want this to work for the entire subscription, so I'm just going to leave that empty. Now you can configure this based on category and impact level, or you can go with recommendation type. So if you select category and impact level, you can select the category, the 5 categories that I mentioned earlier. You could go with cost, for example, impact level high, and then you can just create an action group, which means a bunch of email addresses basically to receive the alert. The second option is to go with recommendation type. If you select the recommendation type option, it'll give you a list of very specific recommendations that you can use. So these are all the options that you're going to have. You can be very specific in terms of what you need to be alerted on. So over here, you will find all the available options. Select whatever the option that you like. So in this case, I'm just going to leave it as unused/empty app service plan. And then what we need to do is create an action group. So I do not have any existing action groups, so I'm going to click create new. And in here, I'm just going to select the same resource group. I have only got one. So I'll just say email alerts. Just give the same name as the display name as well. Now region is global, so you can just leave it as global. It doesn't matter, which means that you can use this action group pretty much anywhere as far as Azure regions go. So and we go next, and this is where the notifications are set. So I'm just going to set up email for now. So just click email. And here I'm going to activate it here, and I'm going to just go as advisor at kazansilla.com. Now this is just a imaginary email address. When you're setting this up, make sure that you set it up with an email address that is intended to receive these kinds of alerts so they don't go unnoticed, and make sure that someone's actually checking these emails when they come through. And I'm going to click OK. If you want to set up other methods of notifications, you're welcome to do so as well. So let's click OK. Now there's a notification name that's required, so I'm just gonna go email. I'm just gonna go unused apps in Azure. So that's gonna be the name of the alert. So that's been set up. Now let's go to next. Now in here, actions. Now this is an optional step. If you want to trigger any automation runbooks or Azure Logic apps, for example, you can set them up here. You'll have to further configure them, of course, but in this tutorial I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep it simple. I just want an email from Azure Advisor giving me some advice on how to optimize my Azure environment. So I'm just going to go next. I don't have any tags, and click review and create, and then click create again. This can take a couple of seconds. So once that's done, you will see the setting here that you've just done, and in here you can set up an alert rule name. So I'm just gonna again call it unused apps in Azure, and you can put a description if you like. I'm gonna enable the rule upon creation, so I'm gonna leave it as yes, and I'm just gonna select existing resource group. Let's just hover over it. Now it says alerts will automatically be saved in the subscription that the alert is targeting. Select a resource group within that subscription to save the alert to. So I'm just going to select my one and only resource group for that purpose. But if you want to dedicate a resource group in here just to save these alerts, I think it would be good in a production environment. So once you've selected your resource group for the alert saving, that's all you have to do. What you need to do is click create alert, and the Azure Advisor service will create that alert for you. Guys, this is it for this tutorial. I hope this was beneficial for you. If it was, please subscribe to my channel. If you've got any questions about this process, you can put a comment below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.